you guys kind of get the order however set up you want. So now it's Kenny upstairs.
No.
Kenny and Zeke downstairs and
Gordon upstairs.
Tamika is now with the other boy. Let's do that first. And says, I don't know what the hell this is.
Yeah, it's let us do the work here. Try not to think too hard about it. Maybe
the parents. I'm going to call the parents right now and see if perhaps.
Perhaps not. What we're thinking is this might be a case of, I don't know what you call it, copycat syndrome.
Yeah.
Perhaps a pair of twins. I would not, put the parents through any more emotional distress.
Well, I was going to ask the parents if they had twins because they would be able to tell me. I mean,
it could also be a prank. A bunch of kids. Probably, how those viral videos
roll a charisma check.
I was about to say I'm a millennial,
Which
so
one
this
of
seems
us?
convincing.
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you
Because
guys.
I had a 62.
As Kenny says, wearing his Harambe shirt.
What did you get, Kenny?
I haven't rolled yet because I'm trying to figure out how I want to do
Persuade
this.
works too.
Persuade, which is a 20, so that's not very good. But yeah, I got a 44.
Okay.
What I said probably would have made sense to a millennial, but not to a park ranger.
No, well, the parents are coming anyhow. I suppose they'll be here soon. So, we can sort it out then.
Thank you for seeing reason, Tamika.
Not a problem.
I'm going to look at the boy.
I mean, as you can see, he looks very similar. Feel free.
I'm going to do forensics on the boy.
Okay.
26. I got a 20, which fails because I have a 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks like a. The problem is you haven't seen the first boy.
Yeah.
He looks like a boy. He's got Chris Karras marks on him, and there's just a small mark on the back of his neck.
Does any of this add up? I kind of relay that vaguely to Zeke.
So, let me tickle you. See, he's got a mark on the back of his neck.
Yeah, and he's got cross marks all over him.
Well, that would be consistent with what we'd seen before. Can I take a look at the back of his neck, please?
Yeah. As you look closer in, it is not the same mark that's on the back of the first boy's neck.
Does it resemble any kind of symbol, or is it just a mark?
It's just a weird, rune symbol. It's a dot with a circle around it and a cross through it.
Tamika, do you think you can go upstairs and back up our friend Gordon? He's upstairs along with Brandon A.
Yes, I'll leave the. Can you watch them, please? Just make sure nothing, no funny business. And yeah, okay, I'll do it. And the other female ranger is there.
Damn it! I shouldn't get her out of the room so we can talk one-on-one.
I have an idea.
Well, she's not right next to you guys. She's around.
Yeah, okay. I have an idea of how I can work on that. So I look over to Zeke, because I think I get the notion that he wants to be alone with the boy. So I'm going to use my phone. I'm going to use my phone, and I'm going to make the car alarm on our car go off.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, because I hacked it. I hacked it earlier. So.
Yeah.
65, which is just too high.
Doesn't work. You fucked it up.
Instead, I accidentally locked the car, so it just makes a instead of the that I wanted. It's like probably if I looked at the phone instead of just doodling with it in my pocket, that would have worked.
What are you doing in the meantime, Gordon? Now,
That's
you have a brief period of time where you're alone. That's only a couple minutes.
Kill the boy.
Listen here, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there's a lot going on here. I'm gonna put you on the down low. All right.
Yes.
The two guys downstairs, they're trying to fight for the survival of this race. These people that have entrapped you, tortured you, hurt you.
The doors and windows start to shake a little bit.
Brandon, I want to tell you that's not what I want. I think they need. Awesome. 5. 005.
Yeah. You're going to help me?
Brandon, I want to help you. And I think that if we let them live, if we try and synthesize some sort of antidote or what have you, whatever they're trying to do, that they're just going to come up and look for more. And it won't just be Brandon's, it'll be Kristen's, it'll be Jacob's, it'll be any boy that they can get their hands on. I think we need to put an end to it.
How do you think we can do that?
Brandon, the way that you can move these walls, that you could shake them, that you can make these explosions, I think that you could be a help.
That went in a completely different direction than where I thought you were going. I thought you were just going to kill him. Technically also would work.
Starve him out.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you think you guys can help me, or you can help me, and we can... I mean, I've destroyed some... Makes me tired, but I have.
Yeah, if you could teach us any about their weaknesses, anything we could do to help, and then if we need to call on you, we'll be there.
Sometimes they're hard to hit. Sometimes I've seen one of the other Brandon strike out, and it just went right through. Sometimes they're...
So you're aware of the other Brandons, yeah? You're aware of that?
I've
They
seen them,
try
yes.
and replicate you? Yeah, that doesn't... Is that hard for you? Does that hurt?
It was at first, yes.
We used to... they keep talking about the original Brandon. Do you know how to... Do you know anything about that? Do you know who the original Brandon is? We just want to see you free. I want to see you riding a bike, Brandon. I want to see you at home. I want to see you playing video games. I want to see you living like a child again.
Are you gonna live with me? Are you gonna be like my dad? I got a dad.
Well, no. I just want to see you out of here. I don't want to see you here killing aliens and destroying life and saving the human race. But we're gonna need you, Brandon.
It's pretty terrible. Yeah. I mean, if you think it'll end, I'll help you. Yes.
That reminds me of a test as I hear you do that. Or are you on comms?
No.
No? Damn. Okay.
No way.
He turned off the body cam.
Oh,
No way am I on comms. You guys don't know nothing.
Damn. Okay, never mind.
All right, Brandon. So they can be hard to hit. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Let me know when I hear Karen coming up the stairs, because I'm...
Yeah, you got probably one more question, and this is probably it. I know I've seen someone try to hit him, and it just passes right through. But other times, they're material, and they're walking around, and I see footprints. I just know it's not consistent.
All right, Brandon. I'm here. I know the other guys they're trying to do something else, but I'm here for you, Brandon.
Thank you.
I hold up my hand. I hold up my hand to him, and I say, "Do you trust me?"
You piece of shit.
It's still covered in the blood of the other guy.
He
licked it clean already.
He gives you the hand, and you see dry blood, but the cut is gone. The cut that you made on him is gone entirely.
Mm-hmm.
He shakes your hand.
Okay.
And you see her that someone walked upstairs.
Okay. Tamika, come.
Yes.
Brandon, is there anything I can get you? Are you hungry? Anything? Hot chocolate. You guys got hot chocolate in that scumbag excuse for a nasty ass kitchen you got downstairs?
I believe we have hot chocolate. Yes.
Yeah. What do you think, Brandon? A little hot chocolate? A little something? Have you had hot chocolate before, boy?
I've had hot chocolate. Yeah, that sounds nice. Yeah.
Let's get a round going, Tamika, of hot chocolate. Yeah. The boy's finally ready to eat something.
Roll a
let's
charisma
help him
check
out.
for her. She looks very kind of off-put a little bit by everyone's now telling her to go different places, and this is technically her station. She says, "All right, I'll be back. I'll be there in 5 minutes."
I mean, you can tell me where it is, and I'll go get it for you. But your kitchen's a shithole.
It's fine. I'll be back in 5 minutes with hot chocolate. And she says, "Would you like one as well?"
No, I'm not eating anything that comes out of that place.
She rolls her eyes and heads back down the
Not
stairs.
that desperate, Tamika.
All right, you have a second now, Ezekiel. What would you like to do? Because she's coming back down the stairs soon. You have a second.
Well,
there
we
is a
still
girl
have
around you.
Yeah.
You still have a second.
I was just going to corroborate the story of the child, make sure it's consistent.
It is. He says the exact same thing as the other Brandon said, almost word for word.
Brandon, can I ask you? We should probably relay that we know about the tall people and stuff like that. We forgot their names.
Of course.
To them.
Kenyani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brandon.
The only thing real quick. The only thing I'll relay downstairs is that, hey, just to let you know, Brandon said he's aware of the other Brandons. I'm not sure if that goes all around between all Brandons, but Brandon just told me he's aware of other Brandons.
Okay, good. I need you to do something because I want to test something really quick. Can you ask Brandon if he thinks he's the original Brandon?
Yeah?
Yeah, ask him and see what he says really quick.
Didn't I ask that already?
Yeah, but you don't. He doesn't know you did. 'Cause
Yeah.
You were off cam.
Oh yeah. What was his answer again? Sorry.
It was yes.
Yeah,
He
Okay.
he believes he's the original Brandon, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to talk to Brandon B. Brandon B? I don't call him that.
Expendable Brandon.
Hold on, when
Brandon.
I reply back is, yeah, I'll ask him.
What's his answer? Okay, I'll ask anyway. Brandon?
Yes.
So, do you know that there are other Brandons out there?
No. What do you mean?
There's other little kids named Brandon that look just like you.
Yeah,
Not the
No.
most tactful approach.
no. What are you talking about?
That wasn't what my original question was going to be, but this is actually a way better question now because I was expecting the answer to be the same. Basically, what I was going to ask was, do you think you're the original Brandon, expecting him to say yes, so that it would be like, oh, both of them think that. But if this Brandon doesn't even know that, then, okay.
I'm Brandon.
Yeah.
I woke up underground and now I'm here.
Okay, do you know how you got here? You woke up underground, right? How did you get from underground to up here?
I think I just walked.
Just walked? Brandon, I do something really stupid. Brandon, what's your favorite Pokemon?
A what?
Exactly. Okay, good. You caught my joke. Not necessarily a joke, but also a way to just make sure that he wasn't goofing. Yeah, he's from the 80s. Okay, Brandon. So he knows about the tall people?
Yes, I've seen the tall people.
Do they do anything to you? Have they done
No.
anything to you?
No, not yet.
Not yet. What do you mean by not yet? Do you know?
I've just seen them. No, but I mean, they're big and menacing, and I was afraid down there.
Brandon,
How sorry.
Oh, no, you may have been asking the same question. Go ahead.
How many of them were there?
Oh.
How many of the tall people did you see?
I mean, it was hard to tell them apart. I think a couple, like 3 or 4.
Brandon, he's got cross marks on him, right?
He's got hatch marks all around. Yeah.
Brandon, how did you get those?
I don't remember. I just remember just being down there. That's all I remember. And waking up.
Do these marks look like he's stitched together, or because the scars remind me that the Brandon's real?
This is how you remind me that Brandon
Definitely.
is real.
Going in a bunch of different directions. It's seem like scars. So maybe
Seem like.
they seem like scars crisscrossing in a bizarre interlocking pattern, and they look like that on both bodies. Keep an eye
As
on
we
them.
regroup.
Yeah. Okay, let's all meet up and what is the desk clerk's name? Can we just call her Karen?
Karen, sure.
Okay, because Chris called her Karen earlier, I think.
I don't remember. Karen's fine.
Have a PhD, Lois.
Karen, watch Brandon for me, will you? Make sure,
Yes, of course.
make sure Puma doesn't get him. You know.
Yeah, of course.
All right.
Just thousands of them.
Let's yeah, there's so many. Let's meet up in the kitchen. Just to piss off Gordon.
Did you tell me? Or-
Yeah. Let's all meet up in the kitchen and talk about this.
Okay, and you guys are.
Yeah. I'll wait till Tamika comes back up. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, Tamika's come back up with the hot cocoa. Yes.
Now, Brandon, hope you got a strong stomach, yeah? Because that kitchen downstairs, got E. coli written all over it.
Oh God! Just scarring the boy.
He looks nervous, and then
You'll be all right, boy. I've seen worse. Don't worry. I just want to make her feel like shit, yeah?
At least you're honest.
he drinks it, and then he spits it back up and drops it, and it shatters to the ground. I don't like it. It's hot. Too hot.
Oh shit! This whole hot thing.
Uh-oh.
He explains.
And the windows and doors again start to shake a little harder than before, and one of the windows cracks.
Yeah. Hey, you got how about cold milk? Yeah. You like milk there, chum?
Yeah, that sounds fine. And
let's get the
Tamika's
boy.
nervous. She's very nervous at this point, looking around.
Tamika, let's try one more time, yeah? Let's get chocolate milk going, yeah? Little Hershey's in there.
She rolls her eyes and walks back downstairs.
Check the expiration down there, would ya?
Okay.
When Tamika makes it back to the kitchen, because that's where we are now, I'm gonna, because I really want to get some sort of information to do a thing. But I see her coming back and she's like, oh, how's everything going on upstairs?
He doesn't like hot chocolate. He wants cold milk, I guess.
Wait, why? What kid doesn't like hot chocolate? What happened?
He just dropped his glass and said it was too hot, so...
Did she
Instead of
notice
getting
the
it
window
cool-
shaking?
Yeah, and it seems like the storm is getting really bad.
Oh. Hey, could you make another glass of hot chocolate?
Alright, keep in mind this is my job here as a park ranger, not as a server at a restaurant.
Yeah,
make
it's
one more
important. I'm
thing.
sorry. You're doing a great job.
Alright.
I'm so sorry that this is a weird night, humor us, I guess.
It's fine. And she starts pouring and making things.
We'll be sure to put in a good word for you back at the home office.
I do appreciate it, yes.
I lean over to Zeke and I go, if Brandon A didn't like the hot chocolate because the one monster said something about hot heat stuff, but Brandon B is totally okay with hot chocolate, then that would mean that Brandon B is a fake.
Perhaps.
Or all of them react to hotness, but we'll find out in a sec.
Okay. Yes, you get the hot chocolate.
I take the hot chocolate and I skid on my knees to the other Brandon. No, I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be, thank you so much, and I just kind of I get some of it on my hands as I go, fuck, and I give it to the other Brandon. Hey, Brandon, do you like hot chocolate?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah! Drinking chocolate.
He drops the hot chocolate, takes out a knife, slits his throat.
Here you go. Don't burn yourself, but here you go.
Okay. And he sips and seems fine.
No, I don't do that. I just kind of give him a thumbs up and I go back to the kitchen and I go to Zeke and I just go,
I guess we wait down here for our friends and then figure out what we're going to do next.
Gordon, get down here.
Oh yeah, this Tamika's a dumb idiot. Can't. I don't know how she expects to do her job, but she can't even make a drink.
We ask her to make us something else.
She comes back after 5 minutes with a chocolate milk, cold, for Brandon.
Yeah. Thanks, Elias. Here you go. What do you think there, Brandon? Is that good, yeah?
It's a lot better, thank you.
All right. Hey, watching out for you, Brandon. All right, I'll be right back.
All right, and you all meet up in the kitchen now, alone.
So we heard from Tamika that Brandon A had a negative reaction to the heat of the hot chocolate, right? So I gave hot chocolate to Brandon B, and he didn't have a negative reaction. He also doesn't know anything about the other Brandons.
Well, Brandon I was talking to, he said he knows about the other Brandons, yeah. And besides that, he's seen other Brandons seeing him. So those you'd have to assume, yeah, that those Brandons are aware of
Perhaps the Brandon,
the real Brandon, right? By the way, he did
Exactly.
say he thinks he's the real one.
Yeah.
Well, Brandon B thought the same thing, but perhaps Brandon B is a new copy who is unaware of the situation. He said he woke up underground.
Yeah, and he doesn't know how he got the scars on his hands, or on his arms. And,
I'm one thing we're overlooking a little bit, too. I'm a little concerned about those empty stairs. Those guys that, the tall boys over there, they got the regular humans, and they have that weird stare like the guy who attacked me. What about that?
I think perhaps they have some kind of mechanism to maybe enthrall or entrance those who they're trying to abduct. They said they've done this many times.
That seems about right. It would also make sense why a lot of these people don't have memories of any of this stuff happening.
Of course. Now this is going to keep us as busy as a cat trying to cover shit on a concrete floor if we don't get this taken care of mighty soon.
Do you have a list of these somewhere?
I grew up in the South. Now, what I'm going to recommend might not be savory. I was hoping that we might be able to synthesize this solution, but it seems that we might be running out of time, especially if the home office is unavailable. The parents are on their way, and they're going to be expecting to find a Brandon. And the creatures down there want a Brandon who can give them the white blood. Our job was to remove any unnatural threats, make the outcome appear mundane. We could give them the Brandon that produces the white blood, and then present the other Brandon to his parents. Now, I don't understand how we're going to explain the age difference, but somehow we need to make this whole problem disappear mighty quick.
Could we have the Brandon that's aware of everything that's going on lead us to the cave and maybe request more ordnance to take it out?
Can we call in like some kind of Delta strike?
No, not necessarily. Well, maybe. I mean, maybe we could, but either that or maybe they could give us like explosives or something. Like we can get somebody out to come out here and give us a little bit more firepower to kind of take out this cave now that we know of its existence. Because all I got is a 38 special, and that's not going to do much. And a stun gun.
My 2 cents would be we don't give up Brandon. We don't negotiate with hostages and with terrorists.
Oh no, I wasn't suggesting that. I was just suggesting he leads us to the cave so that we blow up the cave.
No. I'm poo-pooing on Ezekiel over here, right? The real monster here is that guy right over there. Why not trade a human life and just pretend like it never happened? That guy. That's the real villain.
I'm sorry, I forgot. I thought our directives were to make sure that the public was unaware and to eliminate or make the threat leave.
Yeah, so you want to trade human life for that? Why don't you go down there and see if you can do some white blood there? Hey, champ?
Oh my.
Why don't you volunteer?
What do you
Hey,
think
take
is,
me downstairs.
I'm sorry, excuse me, sir. Who do you think that we work for? What do you think is going to happen to the Brandons? Do you think that both of them are going to get to go home and spend time with their family?
Well, we gotta do something.
I think that they're going to end up in some kind of white facility and they're never going to see the daylight again, regardless of how this situation ends up.
And excuse me, what's a guy, a new operative, just like me? What's a guy with patent leather shoes know anything about people being taken to padded white rooms and duplicating people? Yeah.
I'm sorry. I thought that our objectives as Delta Green were to make sure that the public was unaware of these supernatural occurrences. You think that Brandon McGill is going to go home with his family and live out the rest of his life when he should be 40 years older?
You were just justifying twins.
My
I mean,
problem-
what are they gonna say? They come in, they'll say no. He was supposed to be 45 years older.
My problem with both of these solutions is that these monsters are still around, and like we've surmised in the past, might not be happy with just staying underground once they start to repopulate.
Oh, I'm much more in favor of your solution.
Yeah, I feel like we should have Brandon help us destroy them, then find a way to have Brandon disappear but still get to live. Both of them. I don't think any of them can go back to their parents, unfortunately, because I don't think that would work very well. But maybe we can. I do not
think so.
Yeah, maybe Delta Green can hook them up with some sort of situation to, get back on their feet as normal
family
people.
or something.
Yeah, or maybe even somebody at Delta Green could adopt him. Who knows? But
let's go try to fuck up these subterranean creatures.
Yeah, do you want me to? I guess.
Nah.
Why don't you, Gordon? You seem to have a pretty nice relationship with Brandon A, and Brandon A seems to know where these things came from, whereas Brandon B seems fucking useless. Why don't you go to talk to him, see if he can help us out, and I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go on the computer and see if I can request more firepower and maybe some backup.
Yeah, I think it's the best idea. Yeah, and I think worst case scenario, if we could shut down the cave system and starve them out. They're gonna die anyway, yeah?
Yeah.
They ain't got... If they don't have the brand that we have...
If we could put the Brandon original that they need to live in, like, protective custody, essentially, like, under Delta Green's watch and stuff, then that... I mean, we could even give Brandon B back to his parents and figure out some weird way to explain it, but... I mean, hell, they might even come to their own conclusions thanks to desperate grieving.
Quick question, Ty. Did they say that they were successful in getting one of the Brandon clones to make the white blood?
They didn't explain thoroughly. They just said some have been more successful than others. They didn't really go into a lot of detail about it.
God. Perhaps if we, what would you call, deprive them of access to the Alpha brand and Brandon Prime, then they will not be able to succeed. They said that they are starving out.
Yeah, that's another thing too. But I feel like they would resort to violent, desperate measures if we just take Brandon.
Leave them to their measures.
Yeah. So we're gonna need to go on the offensive, I believe. But we shouldn't just nuke it from orbit because we might be able to. Yeah, we shouldn't just nuke it from orbit because we probably can find stuff out if we go in there. Like there might be some important worth inside of there, so we would need to burn it from the inside out. Essentially, we don't want to just.
Yeah, I'll share. And one thing Brandon said, once they get kind of see through, that he's seen another Brandon trying to attack these big boys and goes right through it. But then other times they see more material. And all Brandon over here, Brandon Prime, right? He's been able to take them out. So I say we take him in, but then we gotta find a way to protect him, yeah. So he's gotta stay with us.
Yeah, more firepower will definitely help with that. We could just have somebody drive up to meet us here while we're. Yeah, I'm gonna. I just walk out of the room to go to the computer to talk to somebody at HQ.
We separate. I'll go get Brandon Prime.
Separate entirely.
Alright, you get Brandon Prime, and you're making your call once again to Delta Green.
Yeah.
And I whisper to Brandon Prime, I'm like, hey, I talked him into actually going on the offensive this time, so now we're actually going in and we're gonna take care of this, yeah?
It was my work. I did that.
Alright, and you
Kenny did it.
You call the Delta Green again. Whoa, 2 calls in one day. And,
2 calls in one day.
Okay, so here's the skinny, and I'm for sake of time, I'm just gonna relay what our plan is, and that we want more firepower to help tackle it.
First mission, you're going hunting, all right?
I mean, you can't predict where these things are gonna go before you get into them, you know?
Roll a bureaucracy roll.
Got a 72 out of 50.
You let us down, Brandon. I remember whatever your name is.
Kenny.
Gordon. No, not Gordon. Fuck, Kenny. Shit, I'm going through the whole list.
I can send you. I'm gonna send you a little bit, but I don't got nothing crazy.
Whatever. Any little
launchers, no miniguns. Something small.
Small
little.
Could you send maybe like a dude or two to help us out?
Fresh out of dudes. Damn, it's only 3, but I'll send something.
Okay,
send the rookies.
Send some red shirts.
You hear after you're waiting for a little bit. You hear your car alarm goes off for a second.
Oh,
Danny.
I checked my phone because I thought maybe I set it off. But then I was just like, no, my phone was locked, so I'm gonna kind of run to the window and see if I can look out.
Yeah, it seems the back of the trunk is open up.
What the fuck? I'm gonna open the door and kind of look outside and see if I can see anybody.
Nope, not that you can see.
Huh. I'm gonna walk down and inspect the car. This is bad. It's a horror movie now. These are bad decisions, but let's see what happens.
You never checked the refrigerator, Dave.
I didn't ask anybody for backup or anything. This was a really bad decision, but let's see what happens.
As you approach, in the back of your car, you see one submachine gun,
Oh.
one shotgun, one set of body armor, and 4 grenades.
Let's go fuck them up.
Let's go fuck them up. How did... I'm just gonna kind of look around and see if there's any, like, mechanical hatch... Actually, can I add a little bit to this? I have heavy machinery as a check. Can I look around to see if there were maybe secret compartments in the car that would have spat these things out?
Okay.
I know that's probably not what actually happened meta, but Kenny doesn't know that. 56 out of 50, so I didn't get it.
Yeah,
They're not with you tonight, sir.
You're not a
These,
car guy.
I don't like
You're
these
not a car guy, I
dice.
guess. And are you gonna come back?
I'm
afterward?
just gonna tag him. Be like, boys, we got our firepower.
Well, hopefully we can deal with this problem faster than a knife fight in a phone booth.
As you guys are kind of doling things out outside, I assume, or inside.
I assume we
Or
do
you
it
guys
next
just
to the
discussing
car. Yeah.
Yeah. You see some lights in the distance, and you see a car pull up. You see a 92 Mazda Miata pull up, red,
It's a very specific car.
and it's approaching. You see a man and woman,
Oh no.
driver's seat and the passenger seat, and that's where we'll end tonight.
It's the parents.
Motherfuck.
Damn it.